Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture on the CSIR Net December 2023 solution. Today I will explain you how you can solve the statistics questions of the part B. Myself Dr. Harish, you can simply follow my YouTube channel where you can find the playlist of the CSIR UGC Net and you can see the various PY questions and the topic wise question available in this. If you are new to my YouTube video, you can simply scan and join my WhatsApp group specially for this statistics component. Now look at the first question, which is related to the Latin scale design. We all know the Latin scale design has the three components. First one is the row, column, treatments and the error. Fine. And this is my total. It is given to you in the statement, it is my 42. And the degree of freedom of the each row, column and treatment are always same. If I called n minus 1, n minus 1, n minus 1, total will be n square minus 1. What is the first shortcut tips for you? Whenever you have the degree of freedom, it is n into n minus 1, n minus 2. This is the degree of freedom of the error. Fine. So this will be given as a 42. So can you find this value? So I can return this is 7 into 6. So you can clearly say n will be my 8. Fine. So once n is 8, then the degree of freedom due to the treatment, this is my 8 minus 1, 7 is the right answer. This is the first method. Second method is, if you are unable to remember this formula, then you can look about the option. If the degree of freedom of the 6, then n will be my 7. So I can substitute here. It's a 6, it's a 6, it's a 6, it is a 42. N is my 7, it's a 48. Can the sum of this be 48? No. This is already the answer. 7. Then n will be my 8. Then it's a 7, 7, 7, 42, 8, 64. 63. Can the sum be the 63? Yes. Similarly, you can check about 8. If the degree of freedom is 8, 8, 8. Then if degree of freedom is 8, then n will be 9. Then 8, 81, 80. The sum of them is 80? No. So this option and this option will be cancelled. Okay, look at this another one. X and Y are the joint movement. Okay. So you can see this is the product of the movement generating function of the x and y. So what is my x? It follows the binomial distribution with the n is 2 here. Y again follows the binomial distribution with the n is 3, probability is 1 by 6. Now your target is to find this number. So this number I can written as 1 minus x plus 2y is less than equal to 1. Fine. I can write this number is x plus 2y is equal to 0. Plus x plus 2y will be 1. So what is the pairs for the x plus 2y is 0? Because it's a binomial, all are start from the 0. So x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So this number is here. Minus, what is the pair for that? Which pair for this? That means x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. Only pair. And if x is equal to 0, y will be half. But that is not possible because it's a discrete random variable. So the only possible way is when x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 0. Now you all know it's a binomial distribution. I can substitute value. What is the p of x comma 0? So 2c0, 1 over 4 raised to power 0, 3 raised to power 4 of this. Y of 0 I can take as a common. Plus what is the p of x comma 1? 2c1, 1 over 4 into 3 over 4. Into p of y0. Y0 means 3c0 is a 1, 1 over 6 raised to power 0 and 5 over 6 raised to power 3. So that will be my 9 over 16 plus is a twice. So it's a 3 to the 6 over 16 into 125 over 216. So if you simply take the LCM of this, if you multiply them and subtract them, you will get this is the right answer of this problem. Look at this another one. Which of the following is my uniform most powerful test? Whether the critical region is given? No. Okay, sample size is my 6. What is the distribution of this? So x follows is a gamma distribution 3, 11. So first of all, for the most powerful test, you have to define the critical region. So how you can do that? H of L1, H of this must be greater than k, where L is my likelihood function. What is the shortcut tricks? As I told you, look at the function which involves lambda and x both. Only this function. So rest function you can discard them. So what is the h1 is? Any number which is greater than of this. So I can choose any lambda. So say 2. So it will be my 2 of summation xi divided by e of h lambda, that is e of this. It must be greater than of k. So that means if I use upper, it will be minus summation of xi is a k. Fine. Then I can take the logarithm and it will be my this number. So this is my critical result. Fine. Now, so I can write here is my critical reason is summation of xi is less than c. So then it's a less than of c. So this is my t. So that means t should be less than of c. So it's a greater than, it's a greater than. Now, the test rejected at the level of significance this. That means I can say summation of x will be less than c under the h naught. It is my 0.05. So I can find the value of this. So what is that? Firstly, I can find the summation of xi's. So if x follows my this, summation of xi will also follow the gamma distribution. N is my parameter is my 4. This is 3, so it will be my 4. Fine. So it is a 6, 4, 24 divided into lambda. And under the h naught, lambda is my 1. So that means my summation of xi follows the gamma distribution with the parameter of this. Now your target is to convert into the chi-square. I can multiply by 2. It follows the chi-square of double of this degree of freedom. So that means this number will be chi-square 48 divided by 2 is my here. Fine. So we need a degree of freedom 48. So this option is cancelled. The right option is my right answer. Otherwise, I can show you what is the level of significance. This is my here. This is my one tail. So that means this number is my 0.05. The rest of the number is 0. So what is the value of this? It is chi-square 48. Confidence is my, so C 2c will be my this number. Fine. So c will be half of this. So that means half of this is my right answer of this problem. So if you want to how you can solve this most powerful test lecture, you can also see in my previous PY question series, which is available at my another playlist, which is IIT Jam. You can see UMV. You can see the most powerful test lecture also at this playlist. Okay, which of the following is my uniform mean variance? Very simple again. So first of all, can you find the distribution? This is my beta distribution of theta comma 1. Fine. Now again I can see about here. Clear? So what is the meaning of that? Product of x raised to power theta. So that means this is my sufficient statistics. Fine. So if you look about that, we need a logarithm. So I can take this is my ln of x is my sufficient estimator of theta. Also you can see this is my open interval. Fine. So that means this is also my complete. Now the only thing is we need a ln x distribution. So x follows my beta distribution of theta comma 1. What does it means? Minus ln of x will follows the exponential distribution with the parameter theta. Now I need a summation also. The sum of the exponential distribution will follows my gamma distribution with the parameter n comma theta. Then I can take the expected value of this, expected value of this. What is the expected value of the gamma distribution is a over b. I need the 1 over theta. So what is the value of this? I can take minus summation x over this is my 1 over theta. So that means this is the unbiased estimator of this answer. Fine. So this is a very simple way. If you want to find more questions, how you can solve the minimum variance, I already explained you the last lecture on the UMVB. You can see it's a 1 hour complete lecture. all the 18 years question is explained of the GATE and the IIT JAM. Okay, look at this one. The trace of this, again very simple, is a multivariate distribution. Okay, so xi's will follow my normal distribution with the p variate of this one. So definitely this is my square. Fine. So what is the meaning of the square? It will follow my chi-square distribution, but once you are talking about the multivariate, instead of the chi-square, it will follow the V stars distribution. Fine. Now look at that. What is the distribution of the A? A will follow V stars distribution with the parameter P of n minus 1 degree of freedom. This is called as degree of freedom. Fine. Now you always remember my simple tips. If Q follows my V stars distribution with the parameter P, n is my degree of freedom, then the trace of Q into this is always follows the chi-square distribution with the degree of freedom n into P. Now if you can see, in this case it is my A. So what is the trace of A into the positive definite? It will follows my chi-square distribution. Degree of freedom is my n minus 1 into P. So that is A, fourth is my right answer. So this is the distribution of the A, but not the distribution of the trace of this. So if you want the distribution of the trace, it will be chi-square. Okay, which of the following is my here? So X follows my Poisson distribution. So mean is my this, variance is my this. Okay, how you can find this? The first way is you can find the value of the x0, the value of the x is equal to 1 and the value of x is equal to 8. Fine, and then 1 minus. But there is no need of them. I will tell you the simple shortcut tricks. Are they needed? Are they ask you to find the exact value? No. So you can simply use the normal distribution. Fine. So this is my mean. What is the mean of that distribution? 3 by 4. Where is the 9? 9 is lies here. In the first component, this number. Fine. We all know in the normal distribution, this is my 0.5. Can this sum be 11 over 12? That means 0.9 something. Can this area be the 0.9? No. Because it's a total is 9, it less than of the 9. What is this area? That is the first and second. Can 1 plus 2 is greater than of the 0.9? Yes, it could be. Fine. What is this number is? X 3 by 4 is my mean. So that is the variance of the X. Is it a greater than of 11 over 12? What is the variance? Variance is my 3 over 4. Is it greater than of 11 over 12? No. You can see 36 can't be greater than of 44. Look at the last one. Again, you all know if X follows my Poisson distribution with the parameter lambda, then AX also follows the Poisson distribution with the parameter A lambda, provided A is my integer. But you can see this is not an integer, so it is not satisfied. Make sure that if you are using this condition without of this, then you may see this A into lambda is 3 by 4. You can see it's satisfied, but A is not integer, that's why this is cancelled out. Right option is only B is the right answer. Okay, look at this another one. Your target is to find the coefficient of the determination. Very simple. We all know this is the formula for the adjusted R square. It is 1 minus n minus 1 over n minus k minus 1. What is the n is? Sample size. How many sample size is? 10. What is the k is? Number of the variables. How many variables you have? You can see only xi's are there. That is a 1. So I can substitute here. It is 1 minus R square. N is 10 minus 1, 9. 10 minus 1 minus 1, 8. So if I open this, 1 minus R square of 9 by 8. Now what is the R is? R is called as the correlation coefficient. How you can find the correlation coefficient? You can see B y on x is given to be this. So I can see R sigma y over sigma x is my 0.8. So I need a R square. I can substitute, I can scale them. It's a 0.64 into sigma x square. You can see this is my variance. Variance of the x is my 6 divided by variance of the y is 5. Fine. So I'll substitute the value here. 1 minus 9 over 8. 1 minus, I can multiply them, 0.64 into 6 divided by 5. Now you have the calculator. Let me quickly do in my calculator. So this number will be my 0.73999. So this number is 0.74 is the right answer of this problem. Okay, this is my base estimator. Fine. I already explained you what is the simple thing is. What is given to you? Unknown parameter P, and it follows my binomial distribution with the degree of freedom this, and the unknown parameter is P. Okay. So that's a simple. Can you find the distribution of this? 25cx p raised to power x q raised to power 25 minus x. X is already given to you. So I can simply say this is my constant. I can ignore them. P raised to power 10, 1 minus p raised to power 50. Now this is my prior. Prior will follow the beta comma 5. So that means p raised to power 6, sorry, p raised to power 4 is, if the beta is my 5, so that means it is my 4, it is my 1 minus 4. Clear? So then what is my posterior distribution? I can multiply them. So what is the posterior distribution is 10 in 14, 1 minus p of 19. So which distribution it again follows? It again follows my beta distribution with the degree of freedom with the parameter 15 and 20. Now under the square loss error, that is my expected mean. So what is the mean of the beta distribution? 15 over 15 plus 20. So that means 15 over 35. So that means 5357. 3 by 7 is the right. You can see there is no need to solve the problem. If you are miss my last lecture on this base estimator, you can see about here PYQ of the base estimator of the last 12 year in this playlist. Okay, look at this another one. Okay, it's a Markov chain, very simple. I already explained them. First of all, check whether 1 2 is the closed form or not. 1 2, that is a 1 2, this one. Fine. When it's said to be the closed form, when the row sum will be 1, is it so? No, it means this option is cancelled out. Fine. Now you can draw the diagram. 0 1 2, this is this, 1 to 2, this one. Okay, now check whether the 0 1 is a closed form. You can see the sum will be 1, so that means 0 1 is my closed form. Fine. Again you can see about here. So can you say this is clearly say you can never reach from the 0 to 2. That means this Markov chain is my reducible Markov chain. Fine. What is the period of the 0? Because you can see the self loop diagonal, all the diagonals are non-zero. So that means this is my periodic. Fine. Now what is the meaning of that? If it is a reducible, it means it has infinitely many stationary distribution. Fine. Or you can see whenever you have a reducible, the unique distribution is not applicable. So he said the unique distribution, this option is also cancelled. Now what is the probability of this? Now it has an infinitely many distribution, but this is my closed distribution. Fine. So it means, can you find the probability, limiting probability of the 0 0? So that means half divided by the sum of this. It is my 5 over 6. So that is my 3 over 6. That means 3 over 5. So the probability of this is 3 over 5. And this the close. Can you find this number is 2 over 5. So one of these stationary probability is 2 over 5. This, and the other one is 0. But this is none of them. But you can see 2 comma 1. Second column, this number, that is, this number can never be 1. Because if this number is my 1, this number will be 0. But it's a closed curve. It is not possible. Can this be 0? 2 and 2, that is my this number. Yes, it is possible. Both are my here. Fine. So this is my possible. This can't be possible. Okay, look at this another one. Xi's are my IID. Okay. I can write this function as e raised to power x minus 5. So what is the meaning of that? X minus 5 will follows exponential distribution with the parameter 1. Fine. Now I need a minimum of this. So I call this is my y is already written. I call this is my q. So that means q follows my exponential distribution 1. What is the minimum ordered statistics of the 1? It again follows the exponential distribution with the parameter n, because they are talking about the n. This is n into 1. Fine. What is the q1 is? X1 minus 5 will follows exponential distribution of the n. So what is the meaning of that? The minimum ordered statistics will follows 5 plus exponential distribution n. So what is the minimum of this? That means y of n will follows my, so yn minus 5 will follows exponential distribution n. Is it okay? Now you can see from here. Now look at this first option. Limit of this. So what is the meaning of that? I have to convert into the z, because whenever it's z infinity, so probability half yn. What is the mean of the yn? So I can firstly find the mean of the yn. So mean of the yn will be 5 plus exponential distribution has mean this. What is this is the mean of yn. What is the variance of the yn? 5 has a constant 0, exponential variance as this. So now minus 5 plus 1 over n divided by standard deviation. So it is 5 plus 1 over n divided by standard deviation. This is 3 over 2 minus 5 plus 1 over n divided by here. So what is the answer of this? Now you can see this number will be n times minus 9 over 2 minus 1. This is my z, or z is already written, I call as a z. So it is my minus 10 minus 7n over 2 minus 1. So when you take as n approaches infinity, this number will be minus infinity. Z, this number is minus infinity. What is the probability at minus infinity? 0, but he said 1. So first option is cancelled. Now look at the second option. What is given to you? Yn converges to the 5. Now you can see they are the IID. Yn converges to the expected value of yn by using the weak law of the large number. So what is the yn here? So what is the value of this? As n approaches infinity, it converges to the 5, because as n approaches infinity is a 0. So second option is the right answer. So since it's a question of the part B, only one correct option, so we get the right answer. Anyhow, I will explain you why this option is cancelled out. Now look at the Zn. Zn is my yn minus 5 divided by here. So it means this number I can return as here. What is this? This number is my variance. No, this is not a variance. Now again, as n approaches infinity, but it's a distribution. That means our target is to find this number will converges to this as a CDF. So firstly I can find the mean. What is expected? What is the mean of the Zn from here? Root n is outside. What is the mean of this number? 1 over n. It is 1 over. What is that? As n approaches 0. This is the same as mean of the Z. Now we can check about the variance also. What is the variance of the Zn? N into variance of this. So variance of this is 1 over n square. This is 1 over n. It goes to the 0. But the variance of the Z is 1, because the standard, it is not equal to 1. So that means they are not convergent to the Z. Look at the last option, Zn. So now we have the Zn. What I found that Zn mean is my 0, variance is also 0. Fine. Or I can simply write this is 1, Zn minus 0, of this, variance will be 0. Fine. So it means this number is my, I call it as a standard deviation, infinity and infinity. So once you take as infinity, this number is my, I call as a z, this is infinity, so this number is my probability at infinity, that is my 1. Oh sorry, it is not as a z approaches infinity, just wait. What is the mean of the zn? I can found from here, root n, 1 by n, it's a 1 by root n. What is the variance of the zn? It is 1 over root n. Fine. Now I can convert into this one. So 1 minus 1 by root n over 1 by root n. This is less than of the z. Mean is n square into 1 by n square. It is 1 over n. So it is a root. This is my z. 2 minus 1 by root n over 1 by root n. So what is that? When you take infinity, this becomes my, is a root n minus root n minus 1 z root n twice of root n minus 1. That's infinity to infinity. So that means they are talking about z is infinity. So what is the value of the z is infinity? Only at the particular point is a 1, but it is not 1. So the right answer is only B is the correct answer. Okay, look at this another one. What is given to you as a minimal sufficient estimator? This is given to you. So can you find the summation xi values? It is yi minus alpha I minus alpha square sigma square. It follows my normal distribution of 0 this. So that means 1 over root pi sigma e raised to power minus half sigma square of xi square, because epsilon square. Fine. Now epsilon has a 0 mean, so I can substitute this value. So I can simply put as a square minus epsilon I minus epsilon square of this number. Fine. So I can open this bracket, is a yi square plus iota square, I square alpha square, it's a power 4. So we can skip them. Okay, plus 2ab minus of 2ab, so 2a alpha y, it's a cube, I can skip them, minus 2 iota I square of this and rest of the other terms. Now look at that, it is divided by sigma square also. Fine. So I need one factor is y square. This is a constant number. One factor is coefficient of the alpha is I of y. Coefficient of the alpha is I square of y. Fine. So these are my sufficient estimators. So look at that, y square not given. Y square, I square y, but it's a I square y square, wrong. I square y square, wrong. Y square, yes. IY, yes. I square y, yes. A is my right answer of this problem. Fine. So this is the way you can solve this statistics question. You can simply scan and join my WhatsApp group for the various discussions. I will solve the next part C questions related to the statistics in our next videos. Till then, you can simply like, share and comment on my video. Best of luck students. Happy learning.